Hello IB students. Today our topic is plotting with PyPlot, and in this lecture we are going to discuss about how to plot box plot in Python programming language. So let us talk about first of all box plot. Box plot is also known as five number summary, and why it is called as five number summary? Because it gives us a detail about five different points regarding to five different points. First point is about minimum range value. Second is it gives us a maximum range value, then upper quartile, lower quartile, and median. So we can easily get this information. That's why it is called a five number summary. So box plot is also called as a five number summary related to a particular data set. We can easily find out the minimum range, maximum range, upper quartile, lower quartile, and median. So this is called that's why it is called five number summary. And that is the representation of a box plot. Here you can easily see that median of the data set, minimum value, minimum range, maximum, that is lower quartile represented by q1, upper quartile represented by q3, and this is box, and in this box it is inner quartile range qr. Okay, and this is whisker, difference between inner quartile range to the max quartile range in both sides of the inner quartile range. So it is also called as five number summary because we get information about minimum range, maximum range, lower quartile, upper quartile, and median of a particular data sets. So that is why it is called a five number summary. So this question is asked so many number of times in the examination that why a box plot is called a five number summary. So you just give the details of these 5 points. That's why it is called a five number summary, and it is a box plot because we can easily see that all the information are represent within a box using a symbol of box, or we can say that. Next is what is quartile? Because in box plot we can find out lower quartile and upper quartile. So what is quartile? Basically a quartile divides a sorted data set into four equal parts so that each part represents 1/4 of the data set. You can easily see that there is a data, and this is the data, and this data is divided into four equal parts here. So the division between first and second is called the lower quartile. Between second and third it is the median, and between third and fourth it is called the upper quartile. So there are three quartile: lower, upper, and this is the median. We can easily find out lower quartile, median, and upper quartile in a box plot. So that is the concept of quartiles. And always remember that data should be in sorted form, means ascending form, increasing form. By default data is also in increasing form with sorted data. So sorted means data should be in ascending or descending form. And here if you want to make a quartile, then data should be sorted. Without this data cannot be quartile. And after that we divide the data in four equal parts so that each part represents 1/4 of the data set. And that is the concept, as I told you earlier: lower quartile, upper quartile, and median. What is median and how we can find out median? That is the next question that is raised in our mind. So the median is the middle element. Mean and median are two different things. Mean means the average, and median basically is the middle element of the set of data value. So most of the students confused between mean and median. Median is the middle element of the set of data. And there is a data set, as you see on a screen. This is the data. In this data, wait a minute. Okay. In this data, you can easily see that there are total 11 elements, and if you want to find out the middle element, we can find out it very easy way, because total numbers are odd numbers. So number at sixth position is the middle element, that is a 6 in this case also. So 6 is the median of this data. But what happens when number of data items are even? This is case number 2. In this case, we take, you can easily see that 4 left data in one side, 4 data items are in one side, and 4 data items are on other side. And in this case, we find 2 data elements. So we are not able to find the middle element in that case. In that case, if we want to find out the middle element, just then take the average or mean of these two middle element, and mean of 5 and 6 is 5.5. That is a concept to calculate median. Okay, so we can easily find the median when there are even numbers of data items, but in case of odd number of data items, sorry, but in case of even number of data items, we take the mean of two middle values, because there is no single middle value in that case. So now I think concept of median is quite clear to all of you. So that is a different types of box plot here. You can easily see that this is a basic box plot here, that is nosed plot here, represented by a different manner. You can easily see that, see the representation of both these two. In first one, there is a there is a box here, but in case second, representation is little bit different as compared to the box. So that is called the nosed plot. And in third case, we actually change the outliers point symbols. So here you can easily see that is another representation of box plot. And case number 4, we don't show outliers points, so there is no outliers point here. So without outlier, you can easily see that this is the box plot without outlier points. So this is case number 4 here. And then when we talk about case number 5, then this is horizontal box plot. By default, box plot is vertical, but you can also create horizontal box plot. So case number 5, horizontal box plot is here. And case number 6, in this case we change whisker length. We can easily change the whisker length. So when we change the whisker length, you can easily see that is the diagram shows the box plot after changing the whisker length. And what is the whisker length here? You can easily see that diagram here. First of all, this is the distance between the maximum range and the box plot whisker on both sides. So we change the whisker length here. You can easily see here. These are the different types of representation of a box plot. Now I think concept is very much clear to all of you, how to represent a box plot, and what are the different types of representations of a box plot here. So this is a nose representation. This is a simple box plot. Now let us talk about creation of a box plot using programming, Python programming. So first of all, let us talk about its syntax. So first of all, we use matplotlib library for that purpose. So import matplotlib library first of all, and there is an interface which is a collection of method named pyplot. So after put dot operator sign, you must write pyplot, and then to create a box plot there is a method named boxplot. So we write matplotlib.pyplot.boxplot, and most of the time we take an alternative name for matplotlib.pyplot such as plt. So we can use plt.boxplot, but before just write plt in case of matplotlib.pyplot, we have to write import matplotlib.pyplot as plt. In that case, PLT works as an alternative name for matplotlib.pyplot. So boxplot is a method used for creating a box plot, and these are the parameters values. You can see most of them are considered as the default values, but you can specify if you want to create box plot according to certain conditions. So first of all, x should be given, and what is x? X is the input data. X is the input data, and that is compulsory. Without this you cannot create a box plot, because to create a box plot at least data is to be required, and this data is maybe an array or any sequence. Then notch is equal to none. So notch is equal to none means the by default it is none, so simple box plot will be created if we don't mention any value of notch. Then mean line is also none, there is no mean line here. Show means is also none, and the show box is also none. So x is, first of all, x is the input data. It may be array or a sequence. Knows the it is bool or optional. It is by default false. So by default it is false, and if we don't create if we don't give the value of node is equal to true, then there is no representation of data in such manner. Wait a minute. In such manner, this type of data box will be created after notch is equal to true is given. Otherwise default value is false, so simple box plot, this type of box plot will be created in that case. Mean line, that is a bool. It means it has only two options, either it is false or true. By default it is false. If true, then we'll try to render the mean as a line spanning the full width of the box. And same way here, in the same way, show box, it is also bool, optional, and by default it is true. So it is show the central box. Okay, and show mean is equal to bool, it is also optional, but it is by default false. And show the arithmetic mean, show the arithmetic mean. So these are the different parameters value in that case. By default, where none is written, by default all of the values are found to be false except the show box. Show box by default value is true, always remember that. So you can change their default value if you want to use these parameters values. So there is a simple program here. You can easily see here, simple box plot. First of all, import matplotlib.pyplot as plt. Matplot is a library, pyplot is an interface, collection of different methods, and we give a alternate name PLT. So wherever we want to use matplotlib.pyplot, we just type PLT in that place. After that, put dot operator sign, and then after put any method belongs to that pyplot. So first of all, one thing that is very compulsory to create a box plot, that is an array or set of data or any sequence. So we take just a list here which contain different data items, as you can see on the screen. And one thing should be remembered, that this data item is in shorted form, otherwise you are not able to create a box plot. So you can easily see here, first value is 5, second is 20, then 30, 45, 60, 80, 100, 140, 150, 200, and last value is 240. So data is already in ascending form. So next point is plt.boxplot.arby. So using this data, you can easily create a box plot. So this is the default box plot, and other parameters values, that is the part of my box plot method here. So default values are considered for that. And then plt.show is a method which basically show the output on a screen. So this is our output after the execution of that program. You can easily see that is our output. Next, same program here, but we just define notch is equal to true here. So data is represented in little bit different manner. You can easily see that when compared to it, then data looks like this, box plot look like this in this case, and that is because we here change the default value of notch, and default value of notch is false and it is true in this case. So after just making the value true, the data look like this. The rest, all the program is same as compared to the previous one. All the data set values are same, but in this case we just took two parameters value. First, which is very essential, that is the sequence or any array, or here there is a list which is in shorted form, and we just take notch is equal to true here. So this represent a data in this manner. And then finally plt.show, which is a method to show the output of your program on your screen. Okay, wait a minute, let us change the color of the pen here. This gives you a clear idea. Okay, next, show mean is equal to true. If we just write show mean is equal to true, note that here only two parameter values are used here, only ARY and show mean. So you can easily see that there is a point inside the box which show the mean data point. And why it is so? Because here show mean is equal to true. By default show mean is equal to false. So generally this data point inside the box plot is not shown, but when you just declare show mean is equal to true, then your output look like this. So there is a data point inside the box plot which show the mean data point. And here again we just take two different parameters values. Parameters here are ARY and show mean. ARY is compulsory, which is a data set. So same data set that we used in the previous case, but only taking another parameter value, that is show mean is equal to true. By default it is false. So mean, there is a mean representation of mean within the data, within the box plot. You can easily see here, and this is why because we just use show mean is equal to true, and by default show mean is equal to false. Always remember that. Next, here we just take three different parameters. ARY notch is equal to true. By default it is false. In previous case it is false, that's why representation is in a simple box here, you can see here. But in this case we just write notch is equal to true. So this is the representation. After that you can easily see that, and show mean is equal to true. So his point is to be there. We show the mean of the data values. So mean of the data value is shown here. Notch is equal to true is here, so representation is not in the form of box here. And ARY is compulsory to give when we want to print a box plot, because this is the collection of the data sets, and without the collection of the data sets, this is a collection of the data. Without the data we are not able to plot a box plot here. So at least a data set value is to be given. After that, all these notch and show means, these all are the optional parameters values. If we don't give them, default values are considered in that case. So in this case we basically use notch is equal to true and show means is equal to true. That's why our diagrams look like this here. Next is show box is equal to false. So as the name suggests, show box. So what by default show box is equal to true. So if we don't take this default value and just write show box is equal to false, then actually what happens, box is not shown in that case. You can easily see on the screen. Now box is not visible here. Okay, and it is because we just give a value show box is equal to false here. So command is pl is the alternative name of maxplotlib.pyplot. Then just after put dot operator sign. Box plot is the name of the method, and three parameters value is given here. ARY array. ARY is the data set which is compulsory to give, because without this we are not able to draw a box plot. Then show box is equal to false. When we just write show box is equal to false, so box is not visible in that case. Now I think it is clear to all of you. We just use show box is equal to false here. By default show box is equal to true. Always remember that. Now there is a question. I think all of you are able to do this question. Create a box plot from the following set of data: 34, 18, 100, 27, 84, 127, 54, 52, 93, 59, 61, 87, 68, 85, 78, 82 and 91. So first of all just import the matplotlib library. So just write import matplotlib.pyplot. Pyplot is an interface or collection of methods used to plot a box plot. So just write import matplotlib.pyplot and give an alternative name to it, and we give alternative name PL. So just write as PL. So whenever we want to use maxplotlib.pyplot, just write PL in that case. And there is a data set already given in the question. And then we just write box plot is equal to A, show mean is equal to true. So we just create a data box plot here, and we take here two parameters value, A which is compulsory and the show mean is equal to true, to find out the mean of that box plot. So you can easily see that show mean is equal to true. That means that point will be shown in that case. If we just give show mean is equal to false, so mean will not be visible in that case. So this is not asking question because we have to represent simple box plot, but you can give the different. If you want to give the, if you want to just show the show mean, if you want to show the mean, then just use the show mean parameter value, and here we just use show mean is equal to true to show the mean of the data set value within a box plot. That is another example here. In this example, we have to create a horizontal box plot. Horizontal box plot. To create a horizontal box plot, there is a parameter VERT. By default, VERT is equal to true. It means box plot will always shown in vertical direction. But if we just give VERT is equal to false, that means that means box plot will be in horizontal direction or will be displayed horizontally. So you can see here that now when we just declare VERT is equal to false, then box plot will be displayed in just horizontally. You can easily see that. So for this purpose, if you want to represent horizontal, or if you want to represent a box plot in horizontally, then give just VERT is equal to false, and always remember that VERT is equal to true by default. So if we give just VERT is equal to false, then horizontal box plot is there, and show mean is equal to true. Most of the time we want to show the mean of that data, so you can use show mean is equal to true. By default it is false, so mean is this, mean is there. You can easily see because show mean is equal to true in that case. So we give 3 parameter value in it. First of all, a, which is compulsory. Second, VERT is equal to false because we have to show box plot in horizontal box plot. We have to show horizontal box plot, so we just write VERT is equal to false. And third is show mean is equal to true. Next question is we have to create a box plot, but with name of the x level as value range, and name of the title of the box plot is horizontal box plot. So all things are same as compared to the previous question. There is a data set value, there are the data set name A, and first of all we just write the statement import matplotlib.pyplot as pl. So pl is the alternative name given to matplotlib.pyplot. So we just use pl whenever we want to use matplotlib.pyplot, and box plot is a function method name which is used to create a box plot. So just write pl.boxplot, and after that we can easily see here 3 parameter values are there. First of all a, then vertical is equal to false, so there is a horizontal box plot, and show mean is equal to true. We show the mean of the data set value. After that, if we want to give a title of that box plot, so there is a method named title here. So just write title pl.title because this belongs to matplotlib.pyplot. So pl.title, and within the parenthesis sign just write title within double quotes. So title of this box plot is horizontal box plot, and if you want to give the name of the x-axis, then for that purpose there is a method named x level 1, and we just give a name of the x-axis value range, so you can easily see that value range is visible here, and horizontal box plot name of the title is visible here. So that is the output of this program. Now I hope you are able to understand all the concept regarding to the box plot. Thanks for watching this video.